Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be talking about what's new in POS of Odoo19. Let's dive into the point of sale. And here we go. That first change that you can find in the Odoo19 is the new UX and UI again. So let's consider the clothes shop and let's click on Open the Register. As you just move on to it, here you will be able to find the new UX and the UI. And let's move on to it. Open register and you can find the changes that has taken place in the UX and the UI. You can see that in Odoo19 we don't have the information card. Instead, to get the details of a particular item, we just need to give a long press. This obviously gives us the details of the product with the inventory, the available units, the forecasted unit, the price that's related to the financials, and the VAT, the price included with the tax, and the all other details over here. Now, here you can also find a register button to make the registrations. Now, let's move on to a feature that's available in Odoo19, which is one-click payment. To manage with the one-click payment, you can move on to here and you can see that we have the backend. Upon clicking on backend, you can see that we can move on to the configuration settings of the clothes shop. Upon clicking on edit, you can manage the settings of a particular point of sale, and there you can find one-click payment where you can choose the payment mode. So here you can see that we can add the shortcut to skip the payment screen. So once I enable this, here you can see that I'll be getting the option to choose it as card or cash. So let me save the changes that to appear in the point of sale. So you can just go ahead with that. And now let's move on to the dashboard and continue the selling. As I just add the one-click payment, you can see the options that's been added in the UI. This is not visible right now because we haven't added any items. So let me add the items to my cart. As I just add the items to the cart, I'll be able to get the payment method with one click. So the customer can either go with the payment with a card or cash. So if they are just using the card, they can just make the payment with a single click. Now we are going to speak about the preset, which is a feature available in Odoo19. So a preset is nothing but that's a saved setting or predefined option used to make POS operation faster and more consistent. And it can apply to several areas such as payment method, payment configuration, discounts, or prices. Now let's see how to manage with the presets. To manage with the presets, first let's move on to the backend. So under the backend, in the configuration settings, we can manage with the preset. Upon choosing the three dots and clicking on edit and choosing the configuration settings, here you can see that we have the preset and that will let you to define the preset to manage the taxes, prices, and everything. So let me enable it. Once we enable, we need to set a preset which is available and as a default. So if you want to configure a new one, you can also just configure that. So let me choose delivery, and here I would like to set one as default. So let me save the changes that I have made. Now let's move on to the configuration menu, and from there we can create a new preset. Click on new button to create a new preset. I'll be setting the label as special, and you can also set a price list for this. Afterwards, you can also just set the identification over there. So I'll be setting it as name. If you want to enable the return mode, you can enable. So all quantities in the cart will be in negative. That's for the ideal of return management. If you want to manage orders by time, you can also just do that. And here we can set the preparation capacity if you just manage with the preset in case of a restaurant. So right now we are not enabling that feature because we are not managing with the preset for a restaurant. We are just managing the preset for a clothes store. Now let me create another preset. Let's say it's casual. And let me create it where I would like to set a price list over here. And if I just want to set any physical position, I can just do that. So once I set this, Always ensure that you have configured a proper preset over here. Right now, I have just given a sample preset which is available and default. I just need to change it. So let me set the available presets over here. And we also just need to set the presets as default. Okay. So I'll be setting special as the default one. Now let me save the changes that we have made and we can just move on to the presets to apply. So to manage with it, you can just move on to the dashboard. Under the dashboard, we can continue the selling. So under continue selling, you can see that if we have any items in the cart, we can see the presets that are available in the UI. As I just add a preset as default here, you can see the preset is right now available. Now let me add the item. Upon adding the item, you can just choose the preset. So if you want to change the preset, you can select the preset that you want to apply and just go ahead with the payment methods and make the payment. Now, we have pretty much more features that to be discussed under the POS module, which is settling due amount as well as settling orders. So here you can see that we have different people. That's the customers. Upon choosing a particular customer, we can just manage with the settling the dues or settling the orders. So before moving on to that, I'll be discarding right now this from here and let's see how to create a new order. So let's discard and move to a new order. Okay, here you can see the orders right now available. If you want to create a new order, you can just simply click on this button, the plus icon, and that will allow you to manage with the creation of the order. Okay, so here I would like to consider the black embroidered t-shirt and Odoo sneakers. Let me add it. And upon moving on to the customers here, you can see that I would like to create a new customer. And let me provide the name of the customer over here and let's save it. And afterwards, let's click on the payment. And here you can see that we are just going to add the everything into the customer account and let's click on validate. So that will be adding to the customer side. Now, again, let me create another order. So here you can see that the customer is having a total due over here. Okay. So we need to manage with the total due. To manage with the total due, you can just choose the settle order. So this would allow you to settle order as well as the settle due. So you can see as the amount has been added to the customer account, it's a due and we need to manage with the due. To manage that, we can choose the order and that will be added to the cart and click on payment and we can make the payment through the cash or card and click on validate. So we need to settle the due order lines and if you want to deposit, click on S to continue. So currently we have settled the dues as well as the orders right now. Now let's move on to the global invoices. So global invoices is nothing but that's a feature which is available in the sales module and that's management of the consolidation billing. So likewise, we can also manage the bills from the POS, which means if a particular bill belongs to a single person, we can easily manage that. Let's move on to new. And if you want to create a new customer, you can just go ahead with that, or you can choose the order over here. Let's say I would like to purchase a summer hat, a leather jacket, and here, let's say that I would like to consider the customer as Abigail Carter and let's make the payment. So while making the payment, I won't be choosing the invoice over here, but rather we'll be making the payment. So let's click on validate. Once it's done, we can move on to the other order. So let me choose the other order with the same customer itself and let's add the item. And here we go that by adding the same customer and we need to make a payment over here without choosing the invoice over here. And let me choose the cash and again click on validate. Now here under the, when we just move on to the backend, in the backend you can see that we have the option to manage the orders. So under the orders, you can see that we have the orders that's now created. And if you want to filter an order based on the customer, you can just group by them. So here you would be able to see the orders that's been generated and here you can see that the invoice status is to invoice. Now let's see how to do the consolidation billing or the the global invoices. So we need to select the invoices over here. Click on create invoice. Upon clicking on create invoice, here you can see the number of count that's been chosen over here for the global invoice or consolidated billing. As it belongs to a same customer, we can just manage with the global invoices. Upon create, you can see the result over here. So here you can see that we'll be creating a single invoice and we'll be consolidating everything. And it's been moved to the paid state. So if you want to view the POS orders, you can just find that. You can see that all the item is being added into a single invoice. So that's all about the global invoice or consolidate billing. Now you can also just manage with the reloading of the data. If you want to manage with the reloading of the data, again, just move on to the shop. So here we need to wait for a while to get into the clothes shop. And in the hamburger icon, you can see that we have the option to reload everything. So you can update it by selecting one of the following. So this will have a limited synchronization with a quick refresh essential data, or a fully synchronization that will reload all the data, and that may take a longer depending on the amount of data. So you can just choose the option. So let me click on full, and that will be fully synchronizing with a few seconds. And here we go. Now, in Odoo19, we have the option to book on POS. To manage with the booking on POS, we can move on to the backend, and in the backend, we have the configuration. So in the configuration settings, you can just move on here, and you can see that we have an option to add the booking. So actually, you can just book an event, or you can just do the booking from the websites and everything. But right now, the booking option is available from the POS. So if you couldn't find the booking option, you can simply search for the booking over here. So this option is right now available in the POS interface, and you can choose the booking over here. So if you want to make a table booking, you can just choose that. And let's want to save it. So if you want to manage with the table booking or any other, you can just set a booking over there. So once you move on to the dashboard, and when you move on to the restaurant, or let's move on to the clothes shop itself, and once you enable that feature, you will be getting an option to manage with the booking. So here you can see that we have the option for booking. So if you are someone who would like to purchase the item for a bride or groom, and if you want to just get any other things, you can just make a booking from here. So once you click on new button, this would allow you to make a booking. So currently here we have a provided table, and if you want to just set any other thing that related to a clothes store, you can just set it over here. So you can set the reservation for the number of people, provide the phone numbers and the duration that you need for booking, and you can also choose the resources. Okay, as we just choose a table in the configuration settings, you will be getting the resources over here as tables. And if you want to just add any extra comments, you can just add it, and you can save the changes over here. So once you made the booking, you can see the booking right now available, and it has the default view as Kanban, and you can just switch between different views such as Gantt, then list, and calendar view, or the views such as the pivot and graph view. So these are some of the features that you can find in the Odoo19 point of sale. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share, and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation, and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. And thank you for watching the video.